Hi, I'm Susan. Today I am participating in the Full Deck Challenge 2 hosted by Shana of Shinoki Art. And she did these two prompts together because they're opposites. And it's number 30 and 31. I'm a little behind. I've got one more to do after this one, and I'll probably have it next week. And so the opposites, so what I've got for opposite is I've got a cat and a dog, and I've got the Victorian shabby chic type cat, and I've got the modern day dog. I love these images. This came from Calico Cat Designs, I believe. I'm not 100, or I believe that's what it is, but I think they're adorable. And this came from Christie's Printables on Facebook group, and I love her images. They're so fun, and I like I said, I love them. But I've got like the little kind of modern background on this one, and the vintage, more vintage looking one on this one. And I've got cheesecloth for this one, and I've got some lace for this one. So I'm just going back and forth with different types of opposites. So we're going to get started now by preparing our cards. And sometimes I do tissue paper, but this time I'm just going to, since I'm covering up the whole card, I'm just going to rub this with a sanding block just to get some of that gloss off of it so that my paper will stick down. But this has been a really fun, I wouldn't have thought I'd enjoy altering playing cards as much as I do, but they're really a lot of fun, and it's something about that smaller format. When I did the junk journal July, I made my journal small so that it could be more manageable, and I really had a lot of fun. And it really kind of took the pressure off. It makes it really simple. You know, you think it'd be hard doing a small one, but sometimes the smaller ones are a lot easier. So I'm just going to dust that off. Guess it doesn't really matter. Okay, so now I'm going to use my art glitter glue, and I'm just going to lay down my paper onto the card, and I'll just trim around it. I hope everybody's doing great. I am so sorry. I'm very rude by not asking from the get-go. And we're doing pretty good. Can't complain. Wouldn't do us any good if we could complain, would it? Add this one on this side. Now, sometimes I like to leave the number show, but sometimes it doesn't matter. It just doesn't work. So on this one, I'm just covering up everything. Okay, and now I'm just going to take my scissors and just trim around it. And I'll probably have to catch the edges with my glue again. But like I said, these are so much fun, and there's a lot of, you can get a lot of art on these little pieces. Shana doesn't really come out with her prompts like in a weekly manner. She comes out when she is inspired. So she came out with these while I was doing Junk Journal July, so I got a little behind because I couldn't keep up with everything. I did try to do my Marguerite Miller. It might have been late, and I did try to stick with my 50 stack challenge, my weekly collages, and the new crossword one that Barbie of Nellie and Ruth Designs is doing. And that one's a lot of fun because we get to do whatever we want to. The prompts are very few. It's just to fill in that crossword, you know, put a title in there and use a crossword puzzle. But other than that, we can do whatever we want to. So I've been on a Victorian person kick. It started off with Victorian ladies or vintage ladies, and last week I switched up and had the cutest images from Louisa Heinzel and did the little kids. I think she calls them the grandkids. Oh, they're so pretty. And they, like I said, they make me think of the Harry Potter kids. Just, they're beautiful, beautiful images. So, I've been having a lot of fun with that. Now, I know I'm going to have to cut down my image some. So, I think I can get most of it on there. I'm going to go ahead and ink it just because I like that look. And especially for vintage ones, but sometimes it's just nice to get that edge. You know, the white from around the edge of the paper. And let me see. Let me glue this down. Kind of excited. My husband and my oldest son will be on vacation next week. I wish my youngest son could be on vacation as well. I'm not going anywhere, but it's nice to have them home, and they're so tired. They've been working hard, so it's nice that they'll get some time off. My youngest son, he won't get his vacation until January. And that's still a ways away. Now this one I know I'm going to have to cut off a lot of it. But I love that look. So I'm just going to lay her down. And see, I know I'll need it from about right there. Let me go ahead and ink her as well. Just because I've got that vintage background. Just a little. I really don't have much planned for next week. We will go somewhere. We like to go to Tupelo for our birthdays. They have a lot more to offer than where we live. So my son wants to eat at Olive Garden. He loves Olive Garden. That's one of his favorite restaurants, and it's his birthday Saturday. I've mentioned that before in some of my other videos, and so it's kind of like his birthday meal. So on his brother's day off, we're going to go to Tupelo. And that'll be fun. I get to hit the craft stores, because we don't really have craft stores here. We've got some in Columbus, but I don't make it over there. Columbus is not my favorite town, and that's where I was born and raised. Okay. I'll trim that off. She has got some of the cutest. She's got these wacky chicken ones that's so funny. And she's got some beautiful, I'm going to use one of the, she's got some vintage men. And I'm going to use some of those on my crossword collage. And I forgot to put down my, I'm afraid I've done waited too late. Well, phooey. Forgot to put down my cheesecloth. I hate when I do that. That's the only thing about talking, I don't think. It's hard to concentrate. But I think I can stick it in there. We'll see. Shouldn't be that hard, should it? Yeah. That's the ticket. Just cut a few little pieces to bring a little interest. I find that sometimes I can't even walk and chew gum at the same time. So talking and filming can be that way. But I think that looks fine. And I am just going to put just a tiny piece right there, I think. no one will be the wiser. If you won't tell, I won't tell. But I will go over this with my Stabilo All to make it pop from the background. That expression just cracks me up. I'm just going to kind of go around just a little bit. I probably won't wet it, but just something to help it to pop. I love my Stabilo All. I think that helps just a tad, just to give it a little indication. Nothing major about that. And I will do that for this one as well. Just a little shadow there. Yeah, I'm always excited. In Tupelo they have a Hobby Lobby and a Joann's. I'm always excited to get to go there, because we don't make it there very often. It's about an hour away. And I think with this one, I have just this little bit of lace. Kind of make a tab maybe. I don't know. I believe I will do a tab. I think I have a tab over here somewhere. Oops. My clip just shot across the floor. Isn't that something? That's not a tab. I know I've got one. Go. And I will just add that. Ink it up. And my little dog is so full, I won't worry with adding a tab on that one. But I want to use this piece of lace. So I will add the tab and put the lace on top of that. Just add my lace. I'll use Fabri-Tac for that. So cute, I think. That was just a little piece of lace that was given to me from Happy Mail. My friend Cheryl of Inked Pulp, she does a giveaway, a monthly giveaway, and a drawing, and I won, and it was what was on her desk. So that was a piece that was on her desk. But I love stuff like that. Now I'm just going to add just a little bit of embellishment. I figure my doggy looks like a diamond type of girl. So I'm just going to add a few in the center of these flowers. And since I do like the rule of 3, I'm just going to put one up there. We'll never know the difference. Isn't that cute? And I think for my kitty cat, I'm just going to use some of the gold. I'll just put one in there. One there. It won't be the rule of threes, but we can do 5. It'll still be an odd number, so that'll be still pleasing. If I can get it in there. I have so much trouble. I need to get my little pen thing, but sometimes those are just more trouble than they're worth. So I'll put one right there. One right there. And I love how these look. There we go. Okay, so there is our opposites. And I feel like that's pretty opposite. I love it. We have got the kitty cat and the dog. We've got the modern background and the Victorian background. We've got the vintage kitty cat and the modern puppy dog. We've got diamonds and we've got gold. We've got cheesecloth and we've got lace. So I think that's a pretty good set of opposites, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button if you haven't, ring that bell so you can be notified when I upload new content. I really appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Y'all just don't know how much you mean to me. My channel's been growing and I'm so thankful for that. You seem to really enjoy what I put out there, and I'm so thankful for that. So, y'all have a great and wonderful day, and until next time, bye y'all.